What is up, Alien Nation? It's your boy back at it again with another video. Today, I'll be talking about mouse pads and how to pick the perfect one for you. But there's a trick question to that. You can't find the perfect one because there's always ones that's always going to improve the other ones. But do you really want to know how many mouse pads I have? Well, all right. Well, here's how many I have. And I'm gonna, yeah. Bam! Now that you've seen all of my mouse pads, I've got like two more somewhere. I'm probably have thrown away, but I've got let's say about 7 mouse pads that I've used over the past 2 years, just trying things out. So I would say there's two main types of mouse pads, like materials. One is like a hard pad, which is this. It's just a flat plastic surface, and it's just to make it super smooth. I bent it. It's because it's in my closet for too long. This is the glorious shit. I forgot what it's called. Oh well, but this is a hard pad by Glorious mouse pads. It's really good. I really like it. It's only $25 for like this XL size, and it's super fast. So if you play a lot of shooters, it just like glides across the screen. That's the main thing with hard pads is that they're super smooth and not much control. So you might, if you're a big FPS person, I'll say this is mainly what is for you. Now we can get this shit out of the way, or we can go for desk mats. Yeah, which covers the entire desk, of course, right? This is the SteelSeries one, QCK Heavy XL. I will have all the links in the description. Yeah, this is a big ass one that covers your entire desk. Yep, and it's rubber. So a lot of mouse pads out there are rubber, and because they just feel comfortable. You want them to be in your wrist for a long time, right? As you can tell, these are all pretty worn out. They've got a bunch of dead skin on it, really gross stuff. This is another Glorious one. It's just a regular Glorious rubber mouse pad that I got for free when I bought the Model All Wireless a while back. All right, now we get to the higher end of mouse pads. This is an old, this is from a Japanese company. They're called Artisan. They make high-end quality mouse pads, but the problem is that they're super expensive. They can cost up to $100 because they're straight from Japan or overseas. So the conversion to yen is pretty expensive for us, to USD, and it's got to ship to America. And they're always out of stock because a lot of people want to buy them. But this is a really old version of them that I found on Amazon. And I just wanted to try it because I had some free Amazon fun bucks. So I tried it out, and I was really surprised by it. It's a really high-end one. It'll last you for a long time if you take care of it, like how I did not. I got a stain right here. The rest is just, it's been sitting in my closet because it was okay. Because it kind of sticks on the bottom to hold it in place. But this is the one that first iteration, so it's not gonna be as good as the newer ones. Which like my friend Zach has, he's gonna want one of the new Artisan mouse pads, and they're really really good. I just never bothered paying for one of those. But I highly recommend if you want like a high-end mouse pad that'll last you for a very long time. The Artisan mouse pads are definitely the way to go. Not this one. I recommend getting ones straight from Japan to get the best quality, which I will have a link. But now a lot of American vendors are getting partnering with Artisan to have American shipping, so it doesn't take as long. So I know there's one website that sells them now, and that's lethalgaminggear.com, which I will have a link for the description. I'm gonna have a tier list coming out soon of what I recommend, but in this video I should be talking about the mouse pads that I own, and also my best recommendation for anyone that wants to get like a nice mouse pad, which is definitely not this one, you know, because I'm not affiliated with them in any way. But this is the Esports Tiger mouse pad. I think it looks really cool. It's a really cool design. And that it's just a normal mouse pad, because a lot of mouse pads nowadays, you've seen commercials, they'll say like speed or control pads, meaning that like you can like control it much better when you put friction and force, builds that muscle memory. But personally, I think that stuff doesn't really matter at the end of the day, unless it's designed to be super duper smooth. But because like nowadays you can buy a third-party mouse pad, mouse feet for your mice, and to make it glide faster or smoother, right? So I think mouse pads don't really matter that much anymore because they've all have become pretty good and about the same as other ones. It's just there are, but of course there are some exceptions to it. I like how the artisan ones, they use better material, like higher quality of rubber, and some ones you can definitely feel that they feel cheap. But if you spend like a good $30-40 on a mouse pad, like that'll last you for a long time if you don't beat it up or cover it in Mountain Dew and Doritos, you know. But I really for this one I paid $35, and it's honestly not a really bad one. I really like it. It looks cool. It's smooth. So it goes across my mouse pad no problem. Granted, this is a pretty light mouse. And then this one this is just a random one that I don't really use. This is the Equate XL. It's got this really weird material on it, but it's still a rubber base. But I think it just has a really cool aesthetic in my opinion. But I really don't use it. It's just I just use it just to have it on top of this one because I like to have my arm a little bit elevated, and literally this one like 1 or 2 millimeters just feels perfect to me. So I use it as extra padding for my wrist. I don't know. I'm weird. And then I've got another one right here. This is what like literally every pro uses because a lot of companies are sponsored by Logitech, right? They use this one. I think it's called the G304, 305. No, that's a mouse. But you know what I'm talking about. If you use Google or Amazon, Logitech mouse pad, it's literally the first one that appears. As you can see, I've got a lot of dead skin and dust on it, meaning that I use it a ton. I use it for 3 months. This is what it shows. But this is a really nice mouse pad because you see every pro use it. A lot of FPS pros, and I see why they use it. It's because it's cheap. It's around $25-30 on a good day, and it just feels really comfortable, and it's got a really simple aesthetic. I love the blue. I'm a sucker for blue stuff, and Logitech has always been black and blue, and I really like the logo right here. Even though it does kind of get in the way, if your mouse ever gets here, you can definitely feel the texture of it, which is but that's not a big of a deal to me because I never this far out into my mouse pad, right? But yeah, honestly, out of all the mouse pads to get right now in the market, I would say to get the SteelSeries QCK large or the Logitech mouse pad show right here because they're very reasonable. The SteelSeries 1 QCK is probably the best. Like it's like medium tier, okay? So that isn't the best, and it's not the worst. But it's really cheap. You can get one for $15 for a large like this size or even bigger. And if you pay like $25, you're able to get the QCK Heavy, which is a desk mat, which covers the entire desk. So and it covers your keyboard and mouse and your desk. So you don't gotta buy 2 things like how I do it. Right here, this is just for my keyboard. But yeah, when I come back from my trip, I'll be going away. I might do a vlog of it. Maybe, who knows? We'll see. But after that, I'm gonna come back with tier lists, a more full and detailed review on what the mouse pad you want to get if you're looking for someone. But I would definitely put some links in the descriptions for you guys. Probably my first link in there will probably be like the one I recommend the most, like I mentioned a minute ago. So 1 second, just clean up my desk and shit, you know. I got too much stuff on here. But yeah, that's a very brief overview of mouse pads. I know I didn't explain that well, but mainly you're gonna see a lot of videos out there just telling you, hey, you should get this one or this one because I'm sponsored by them, or hey, this gets to get the best gamer performance out of you. Well, I'm here to say it's kind of BS because like a lot of them are all the same. They're made the same. It's just that they have a different, I guess, logo or a little print on it. But they're honestly, a lot of them are all the same. It's just what you think looks cool. For me, like this looks really cool, and it provides like a really good mouse pad. And I don't see dead skin on this unless like I look at it really, really well. That's why I at times I don't want to recommend black ones because like if you're a neat freak, kind of like me sometimes, I don't want to see my dead skin like nonstop here when I game for a couple hours a day, which I know a lot of people do. So that's one upside to black mouse pads, but that's about it. But yeah, again, it doesn't really matter what other people think. It's what you think of a product, right? Because a lot of people have this crazy idea that you can't have your own opinion, or if your opinion is different from other person's, you're a moron, or you're an idiot. You have no know what you're talking about. But hey, it's all up to you. Like, if you just Google some like really nice mouse pads, like, and you just try one, if you like it, who cares what people think? Sure, if you use like the office mouse pads, like you've seen those cubicles where it's like this big, it's like that barely covers your hand, then yeah, sure, like you might use a high DPI. I'm not gonna judge you for it. If you're happy with what you have, that's what you have. You know, I know it's a very crazy thing to think about, but it's just I always recommend people to do their own research, not just what AIM Gaming says, you know. But yeah, that's about it for the video. I'm gonna have an actual meme tier list coming up when I come back from my trip. But yeah, please like and sub, and let me know if you guys want any other content. Cause I'm trying out new things with these really dumb edits, and I'm trying to practice some editing skills. But yeah, I'm gonna have all the links on mouse pads that I always recommend in the description. And that's it for the video. Thank you.